and I are out at Valley High getting ready to videotape everything so you can see kind of where Aunt Florence is, and then we want Kathy to do the same down there. So we just pulled into the grounds, and the old building is off here to the right, and that's where she is right now. Hopefully you can hear me because it's very windy. That's what you're familiar with is the old building, but just a short distance from there is the new building that they're building and expect to have occupancy the end of August or late summer, early fall. So this is going to be the new building, and they're going to do one mass move whenever it's ready to come over here, and it's going to be really, really nice. So anyway, next stop is in to see Aunt Florence. Am I on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now we're walking in Aunt Margaret, and we're going to kind of take the path to Aunt Florence's room. A lot of times in the good weather, a lot of the residents are sitting outside here. She doesn't seem to like to do that, but we make her. Even if we just go for a short walk around to go check out the new building, but she just kind of likes to hang out in her room for most of the time.
Hi, Aunt Margaret. This is Jerry holding the camera.
St. Anthony Messengers.
Oh, wonderful. You know me and St. Anthony.
Say hello.
Oh, say hello, you're on camera.
Oh, hello. Hello.
You're saying hi to Aunt Margaret.
Am I saying hi?
Yes.
Hello, Margaret. Oh, it's so good to talk to you. How are you anyway? I'm just so wonderful having this picture of me taken. I hope I don't look too terrible.
Oh, you look great.
Do I look all right?
Yes.
Oh, I got your long letter, your last long letter, and I answered it, but you didn't answer me yet, so I'm waiting. And another thing, I talked in the letter about Mabel Wyman dying, and I think we both feel upset about that, but not really, because at her age, well, it had to happen, of course. And the obituary that I read in the paper told me all about her, the people that are left, all her brothers and her one sister she had. And I would have cut it out and sent it to you, except that here they threaten you with anything that you're not supposed to cut anything out of a paper, or take out any part of the paper for yourself, because it all belongs to the Valley High here, and I didn't dare touch it hardly, so I couldn't send you a copy of the obituary, but I'd have liked to do so.
You know what, I might still have that newspaper. So if I do,
well, then you'd be free to cut it out.
I'll bring it to you, and you can send it in a letter with it.
Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice if I could. I know Margaret would love to be able to read it. It was one of the I know you would, Margaret, and it was one of the longest obituaries in the paper that day, so you can tell that it gave lots of news about Mabel, and it told all about the years that she taught, and where she taught, and everything. And of course, you and I both know her so well and love her so well.
Please take the call on 881.
Oh, they're making an announcement on the loudspeaker, and when they do that, I can't hear her talk or anything, and the voice annoys you so much.
Please take the call on 881.
Am I still talking?
You're still talking.
Sure. We'll take a break whenever you want.
Well, this is just such a new experience for me, Margaret. Maybe you've had it before, but I've never had my picture taken in this kind of a camera while I can talk during this picture being taken. So you'll have to excuse me if I don't sound very smart. I just trying to think of what I was going to say, but that all my thoughts don't get together very well the way they used to when I was young, and you and I both know about that. Neither one of us is getting any younger, as you know. And who do you suppose is holding the camera? Jerry, our lovely, our wonderful nephew.
Okay. All right, now we're recording.
All right. Hi, Margaret.
Oh, hi, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. I'm back now with Janet, I guess.
Well, I'm doing the videotaping, and we're just videotaping Jerry, so he could say hi, because you just mentioned that he's doing the videotaping.
Oh, I see.
So I grabbed the camera so that we could zero in on Jerry.
Oh.
But now we're back zeroed in on you.
Can she hear you?
Sure she can.
Oh. See, I'm so dumb about it.
Yep, she can hear everything. All of us that are talking.
I'm afraid I'm kind of dumb about this new videotape business, and so if I sound a little bit, you know what, why, it's because I'm so unused to it. But it's a wonderful invention, Margaret, aren't you? And I hope you'll get one. Can Kathy take your picture by it, I wonder? Or
Sure.
That's the plan.
is that,
Sure.
And maybe that's what'll happen, and just think I'll have you on the picture pretty soon.
And we can do this fairly frequently, too.
I've got one hanging up right in front of me of you and me.
I'll show you.
And you make me a little mad because you look younger than I do.
Let's see, where is it? Oh, there we go.
You look younger than I do, and here you're older.
This is
So you make me mad.
This is Aunt Florence's video or bulletin board that we've got decorated with all of the things that she likes. And then there's a little dresser with all her special things on it, along with Jerry's sitting on her bed. You don't have to get up, Jer. There's her bed, and then she's got her light decorated with pictures and magnets. And there's Aunt Florence. That's her roommate's bed. And then they've got their closet. You probably remember all of this from when Grandma was here, and later on we'll walk down to the room that's dedicated to Grandma with the plaque. Aunt Florence can show you where that is.
With a nice window view.
I don't know if you can, if it's too bright looking out the window.
You gotta come closer.
All right, hold on one second. There's the window view that she has. The railroad tracks are back there. You might remember those.
Tell her I hear the...
Here, but hold on. We'll go back to Aunt Florence.
Every night I hear the train going by.
Well, you can tell her that.
Just after I get in bed, I can hear the train going by, because there's a railroad track not very far from here. It's not real close, so it's not objectionable, because the sound of the train isn't too loud, but it's really kind of interesting to be able to hear a train going by. I can make up all kinds of things in my mind about the people that traveling on the train and everything. I'm back in my childhood making up stories about the train and everything.
Let's take a break for a second.
I had kind of an exciting morning. I mean, it wasn't exciting in a nice way. It was kind of a sad one, because the lady across the aisle from me died this morning.
Not Annie.
No, her roommate.
Okay.
We had mass. Well, we were going to have mass this morning at church, but it turned out that our priest, Monsignor Jim McLaughlin, was called to this woman across the aisle from me, across the hall, for the last rites and everything. So of course we excused our priest from coming, but we said the rosary, and I thought about you and me and everybody while I was doing my praying on the rosary. And so it was kind of, well, I don't know whether exciting is the right word, but it was an unusual morning. And I'm kind of, as I said before, my thoughts aren't gathered up in my head the way they ought to be.
Okay, hold it. We're going to shut this off for a second and put it on a, I assume on a
Power.
pedestal or power, so then we don't have to stand here holding it. So hold on 1 minute, we'll be right back.
And,
Okay, we're back on. No, go back
oh,
up a little.
I'm talking again now.
Yep, now it's on and you can talk.
And say whatever you want to say. Would you like us to leave and you can just talk?
Well, no,
Does that bother you that we're standing here?
well, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's go for a little walk. It's
I'm
on
gonna go-
and you can talk.
I'm going to go show them where the room is
All right.
that's dedicated to Grandma, because then we'll go down there later.
You
So
don't
you
know
just...
yourself, do you?
Sure I do.
Where the room is?
Yeah,
Oh, you know.
Yes,
Well,
I
it's
do.
a long way, you know.
I know, but it's through the other dining room that you eat in, right?
That's right, yes. And
So
then
we'll go...
then around the corner.
Right, you can show, when we go, you can show Aunt Margaret where you eat. And we
Oh,
can
I'm sure
we can
she'd
look at
love
the
that.
chapel even.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, I'll go show Jerry where it is so he knows.
All
And then
right.
now you're on camera, so you need to keep talking to Aunt Margaret. Don't
I'll
stop.
keep talking. I'll keep
All
talking.
right.
There you go.
I just thought of one more thing I want to say.
Don't move though. Don't
Takes
move.
a long time. Oh, all right. I won't
You're
move.
focused.
Oh,
I'm locking your thing, so
Yep,
you're
stay right there.
don't move, just talk.
I'll lock myself in this chair.
I just did.
Well, you only locked one side. I locked both sides.
Okay, we'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
What I wanted to say, they took a little walk now, so they let me talk, say what I wanted to say. The worst of it is I don't know what I want to say. It's such an unusual thing for me to have this happen, and of course, wouldn't you know, it'd be Janet and Jerry doing it, you know, so it's in that way it kind of, it's just, I just can't believe that I'm sitting here trying to decide what I want to say next, and you know, you probably understand me better than they would, and I'm glad that in a way that they left me to my own resources for a little while so that I can say. But what I wanted to say, yes, was in one of your letters you told me that you use a wheelchair. Well, I want to tell you that I do too. I used a walker for a while, and I did not like it because you always have to find something to sit down on, and you have to look around to make sure nobody's going to be anywhere near your walker, because that would be disastrous and all that. And I find that sitting in a wheelchair is much better because I can go wherever I want to by myself. I don't need somebody to tell me when and how to when to stop and when to not stop and all that. I don't need anybody for that, because when you're in a walker or in a wheelchair, as you probably know as well as I do, that you can go where you want to go without somebody telling you every step to take. And then besides that, they have to the rule, I guess, in these homes is if anybody's walking, to have their hand on you to make sure if you were going to fall. It's supposed to be if you're going to fall that you can catch them, but I figured if I'm going to fall, they'd probably fall on top of me. So in that way I still like my wheelchair. And it sounds silly, I guess, to say you like your wheelchair, but I really feel very comfortable in it, and I hope you do too. I sure hope so. We'll talk about that sometime when we get another chance to. I wish we could talk together. That would be so wonderful. But this is next best thing. You'll probably be fed up with me talking by the time you get through listening to this camera thing, and I don't know anything about it. Wouldn't you know? Of course, Jerry knows all about it, and he's you know. I don't know whether you ever even met Jerry or not, but I had, I have met him a lot because he used to go to to the church in Woodstock. You know, he used to go to the same church as I did, and I used to see him practically almost every day because I went every day, and he would be there many days, most days, either coming out or going in or something. He was always real good to me, though. He'd always take my hand and make sure I get in all right and all that, so I have to be thankful to him for that. He's a real nice young man, as you might know a Larkin would be. So anyway, that's my story, and I've been able, and I'm kind of glad they took a long walk so that I could spout off just the way I wanted to, and that's all right. It's a beautiful day out here. I'm looking at a big window out of my bedroom window, and the sun is shining, and there's some beautiful trees just outside my building, and they look so pretty with the sun. So it's good weather up here. I hope you're having the same. I hope you haven't had all that we have had some icy weather, but it's kind of nice not to have it affect you anymore. I mean, and I'm not driving anymore, as you know, as you no doubt have guessed. In our 80s, it's about time we did quit, isn't it? And I don't object to that at all. I know I needed to quit it in my 80s. But otherwise I'm pretty healthy and all that, so I'm thankful for what I have. It's a good place, this Valley High. It's they try real hard to be good to you. I don't know. No. I think you can see me. I'm not knowing much about this stuff. I don't know. I think you can see me. And I don't know whether I'm dressed properly for such a form, if it's a big occasion or not. But I think I don't think I look too bad. I just got back from my lunch. They serve lunch at 12 o'clock here in Valley High, and I couldn't just stay away from lunch because then they get in a big excitement about where you are and if there's anything wrong that you're not coming for lunch and all that. So I went for my lunch. We prayed the rosary today, the first Wednesday of every month, which of course today is the first Wednesday. We're supposed to have a mass here, but Father Jim McLaughlin couldn't say it. He was called away to the death of this woman across the street, across the hall from me, and so we just said the rosary. We didn't have mass, but we had just finished the rosary when it was time for lunch to be served. So I went for lunch, and then all the while I was eating lunch, I was thinking about what was going to happen to me with getting my picture taken in this camera where I can talk while the camera's going. And believe me, it's kind of scary to think that you have that coming up. But and then I'm wondering what I was going to wear and all that. And I don't know whether I look right or not, but that's up to everybody that looks at me's got to decide one way or the other, and it doesn't really matter how I look. One of the girls this morning told me I look like an angel in white, because I very seldom wear white. I don't wear this white jacket very often. In fact, this is the first day I've ever had it on. And she told me I look like an angel. And I told her, well, I hope I know enough to act like one too. And she just laughed, of course. That's understood. I think I hear the voices of Jerry and Janet coming back. I'm not sure, but I thought I heard their voices out in the hall. You know, I keep, in my letter, I keep referring to my favorite priest. And he is a wonderful friend to me, Father Chris. His name is Christopher, Father Christopher. Oh, hello, I'm talking about Father Chris. They're back. They're back. It was their voice I heard in the hall.
Yeah, it was us.
Did you find it?
Yeah, of course we did. Did we come back too soon?
No,
You wanna keep
I've been
talking?
talking ever since.
Okay, that
I've been
sounds good.
gabbing.
We ran
It's a good thing.
into, does Aunt Margaret know Clifford Wickham?
No, I
No.
don't think she ever heard of him.
Oh, he's wandering, one of her friends is wandering the halls talking to people.
Oh, he must,
He's gonna come down and visit after we're done.
well, he usually comes and visits me on Friday, but today isn't Friday, is
No,
it?
he said he's a little messed up this week,
Oh,
so he's coming on
this is
Wednesday.
terrific. They're talking about this man that's a friend of mine. He's not a, real friendly friend, not a real friend. He's just an acquaintance. In fact, he's kind of related to me because his father was Howard's, my husband Howard, if you know who I'm talking about. I think Margaret knows that I'm talking about Howard.
Yes, I think so too.
Howard's father and this man's father were cousins, but way back. But I still say that he's related to me through that, because he's a real nice man, and I don't mind claiming him as a relative. But anyway, he comes to visit me at least once a week, and sits here the longest time. He loves to talk, and I love to listen. So we work out. We're a pretty good couple. We do just fine together. And I was telling Margaret about the wonderful seeing out the big window, because it's so it looks so pretty to have the sun coming up through the trees there, coming down through the trees, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this big window. And there's a bird cage way off in the distance there that I can watch the birds flying in and out of. And you can't see it unless you're looking that way.
Oh, off to the left?
Off to that way.
Yeah.
And so anyway.
And we took pictures of the new building.
Oh,
Already.
did you? Oh,
Mhm.
you did?
Mm-hmm.
So did you get close? You didn't get very close.
Well, we drove up close to the building and
Oh, you
took
drove
pictures.
up close, I see.
Mhm.
I forgot about the driving part.
So we told her where you're going to be next year at this time.
Yeah, they're telling about the new building that they're building here in this, from this Fur Valley High. And everybody talks about it. They claim it'll be ready for us all to move in August of this year. And I hate the thought. I'll have to give you a new address when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the thought of it. That is of moving, actually. The
Don't
work,
move.
the work of moving. Oh, I'm not. I wasn't moving.
I just want to make sure you're in the camera.
Well, it might be best if I'm not. I was telling her I didn't know whether I was dressed right or not. I told Margaret I just put this white jacket on. First time I ever had it on. And I told Margaret that one of the girls told me this morning I looked like an angel in it. And, and I said to her, well, I hope I know enough to act like one. And the girl laughed about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, so now she knows what I've got on anyway.
That's
Or
right.
she knew. Now she can see me, I guess, can't she?
Yes.
Isn't that amazing? It's just, I told her I had a hard time getting my thoughts together, just
I'll show you what you look
exactly
like.
what I wanted.
That-
Oh,
That's
oh,
what she'll be able to see.
oh. Jerry's showing me part of the camera now that makes it so I can see a little bit more about what's happening and what's going on. Is that,
That's you.
So that's,
if I waved, would he see me?
She can see everything you're doing. She
gonna
can
wa-
see you
I'm
scratch
going
your
to
head.
wave to the camera now. Oh, there I am. I can see my hand.
that's exactly how she'll see it.
I could see my hand waving to you. Are you waving back? I hope so.
Well, when Kathy and Dave do the videotape of Aunt Margaret, then we'll play it probably, we'd have to maybe go, I don't know what they've got, a portable TV or something. We'll find out if they need to videotape it or what,
Oh,
or what kind of thing they need to put it on. You know,
Oh.
like a film, what would be a film strip to
Yes.
you,
yes.
and so that you can view everything that she
I could
says
see
to
your
you.
hands waving around too.
Yeah, I need to get out of the picture.
Janet just told me that that Kathy and Bill, Kathy and Dave are going to take these pictures of you to show to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, won't that be something? Oh, I know you'll probably be able to talk to me better than I can talk to you because I can't seem to get my thoughts together. I guess I'm getting old. I can't seem to. And when it comes to writing, I know I don't write enough to you. I'd love to be able to write more, but I just can't seem to get. Believe it or not, I'm very busy all the time, and it's just the reason is there's one meal after another here, and sooner sit down to write something, then it's time to go to the meal, and so I have to be careful not to overwrite or to miss my meals. Not that I care about meals that much, but they make such a big fuss if you don't end up going to your meal that I have to be careful about that. But otherwise, and then on top of that, there's always somebody comes, and I do love company to come, so I don't object to that. Like somebody comes to talk to me, so I wish it was you. I wish to goodness it was you that would coming to talk to me. Every day, these people that have relatives that come, sometimes there's a whole room full of people visiting, and it's my roommate's relatives coming to visit, and then that's when I wish it was my Margaret or my Kathy and my family. And you were telling me in your letter about having 8 people at the table for dinner, for Christmas dinner, and it sounded so wonderful because they were family. They were close family. You told me that they were Kathy and her family, of course, and it sounded so wonderful. But she said, I hope you had a good Christmas. Well, I certainly did, but it was a different kind of a Christmas. My great friend, Father Chris, came to visit me and stayed all day, Christmas Day, and then his parents invited me to dinner, to their house, Father Chris's parents. So I went there for dinner at their house, and oh, it was just wonderful, because they're such nice people, and I had gotten acquainted with them enough to feel at ease in their home. And of course, I feel at ease in his presence because I think so much about him. I think about him all the time because every once in a while I can hear a voice out in the hall talking to somebody, and I think, oh, it's Father Chris. And next thing I know, he's standing in my doorway, and there he is coming in to visit me.
But now you had dinner with Dave last year, Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes, I did.
He came.
Thanksgiving, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I miss Dave. It's you probably know because you're a mother same as I am, and you know how it is when this happens to you. I mean, I told her in my last letter. I don't know if you read it yet or not, but I said I was so thankful for you that Bob could come, and you had told me that Bob flew in there on Christmas, and oh, it was wonderful to have him come. I'm sure, and I hope it goes on for many years. That he stays well and everything goes well with him. That he can come too, and I I can imagine what you said, that Bob's picture was on your wall, and I have a picture of David. It doesn't hang on the wall. I'm afraid to hang it up because it's made with glass, and I'm so afraid it'll fall down or something. But I have a picture, of course, of Dave right in front of me, just like as you have with Bob. I guess that's a mother's privilege to have our children's pictures, and it's our pleasure. So, but I do feel thankful for your sake that he could come, because that's no little trip to come fly in from Texas or wherever he was. You said he was in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a wonderful Christmas for both of us.
Do you want to go take a little walk now and show her where you eat, and we'll show her Grandma's where
all right.
it's dedicated, and then we can come back and you can talk a little more.
All right.
All right. You might think of something while we're walking.
They want to show me all the rest of this place.
She hears me say all that.
Oh, all right.
But go ahead. Do you want to say something before we?
But do they know who you're talking to, that you're talking to me, or
Sure.
that you're not talking to me?
No, they know.
All right, I'm back on.
Okay. Are you going to
I'll
just?
just follow you close.
Okay.
Talk as you go.
So you can talk Aunt Florence as we go, and tell Aunt Margaret different things as we're walking,
All right.
because we're headed out of her room now, down into the hallway.
Yeah. Now I'm in the hallway, and I think I'll have all kinds of good opinions from other people seeing me being so. Somebody that doesn't. All you do is cut off the electricity, so it doesn't.
Ring.
Yeah, so it doesn't hold it from opening it.
Okay, tell Aunt Margaret what
But
we're
it
going to
doesn't-
show her.
But it doesn't open automatically. There's a little chapel right next to my room, and it's so convenient. Anything that goes on in the chapel, I'm right here, and that's what they want to show me, chapel. And that says there's a light to your left there.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice little chapel, and I'm so lucky to have it right beside me here. So no matter what they're working in here, I guess, cleaning it up, because we had mass. Well, it didn't turn out to be mass, because the Monsignor was going to say the mass got pulled away on something else, and he couldn't do it. But now we're parked right in front of the altar of the chapel, just looking at it. And I wish the Blessed Sacrament was here. They can't have it because this isn't
An official
Catholic
church.
faith.
Right.
Yes.
And they leave it wide open so everybody can wheel their chairs in,
Yes.
and it's just a nice little room
Yes.
that you can come to.
And I spend a lot of time praying, and most of it is for my family.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in my family, including Indianapolis people and everybody. So, the wonderful part, Margaret, is that my prayers are answered so much. I just can't hardly believe it that I'm so blessed to have my prayers get answered. So you keep praying for me too, because I'm sure yours are answered also. And we'll pray for each other. And that's pretty important. Ooh,
Okay.
you mean you can see that picture with that camera?
Yep.
Oh, isn't that wonderful, Margaret? Just look at that picture. It's a beautiful picture of the Blessed Virgin, as you can see. And I just love it. So.
And that's in the back of the church, or back of the
Back to
little
the
chapel.
chapel, yes, it's
Right.
in the chapel.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, you can talk now.
Now, we got Jerry in the back. Oh, it's no, he's right here. It's
Right here with the camera.
That's wonderful. What would we do without people that knew how to operate that camera?
I don't know, because I'm not real good
How
at it either.
complicated it looks.
Yeah, but I guess it's not. Okay, so we're walking down the hall right now, and this first big room we come into. Whoops.
Well, that's the dining room right here.
Dowell 218.
Yeah, but it's more your.
It isn't the one I eat in, no.
No, but it's more your party room.
Well, it's a dining room. They serve food. And all.
Right. But not for
But
you.
not to me. I'm not one of them. Mine is way up in the other dining room.
So this room is your party room, and then we eat in a different dining room. And then this is your nurse's station
Do you
right
know?
here.
You know, I think this is the room that your grandma, my mother, came into always, and I just can't believe it's the same building that she spent time in. Did you ever go to it when she was to
Oh,
know
yeah.
you?
I came here a lot, secret.
You gotta talk a little louder, though, I think.
Oh, you were never here before. Like, you see, my mother, your grandmother, lived here for quite a long
Yes.
time.
I came here then to see
Did
her.
you come?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
did.
were all grown up when Grandma was
I
here.
know it, but I didn't know whether Jerry actually got here or not.
Well, we came to her birthday
Yep,
parties,
had her 100th
that's-
birthday party in
that's
this big
right.
room over here.
That's right. You were one of those.
and Aunt Margaret was here for
That's-
one of those parties.
That's right.
I think that was her 100th birthday party.
I guess it was all right. Yes.
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 Okay, and now we're going to the library. Well, you can show her the
Yeah.
library real quick
That's our library.
and tell her what you do in here.
Well, what do most people do in libraries?
Well, they've got books that you can take out and
Well,
take to your room.
Father Chris always comes in here he meets me out there in the lobby sometimes, and he'll say, "Let's go in the library and talk."
And then you come in here every day to read the newspaper, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you have to do that in order to find out what day of the week it is.
Mm-hmm.
We old people get mixed up sometimes, and we don't remember what day of the week it is, and we can look in the library at the paper and see.
Mm-hmm. And then the next room we're going into is the dining room, where you eat.
Yes.
Okay.
Father Chris gave me a hug the other day when he was leaving, and there was a lady sitting by, and she said, "Oh, I wish my priest would come and visit me once in a while."
Okay, you know, it sounds like they're listening to music in here, so it's going to be loud, hard to talk. So we'll go through the dining room. Jerry will take a picture of it,
All right.
and then we'll head over to the room
All right.
that's dedicated to Grandma.
All right. I'll show you what table I sit at,
Okay.
because it's right here.
Oh, we'll show you the table that gets sat at. I don't know if
Yeah,
you heard that.
it's right here. Oh, there's somebody sitting at it.
Your roommate.
Yes, that's
Your
my-
roommate's
she's my
sitting at it.
roommate. That's right. He can take a picture of my roommate, and then I can show Margaret. You want a picture taken of you?
This is Aunt Florence's roommate,
Yeah.
right?
We're roommates, aren't we?
Yeah?
He's going to take a picture of me, of you and me, so that I can send it to my sister and tell her.
Okay, both of you smile and wave. It's a moving picture.
He's my nephew, so it's all right.
Okay. We'll see you later. I know, I can tell.
Now, this is
Hold on one second. Okay, now you can talk again, because we're going down by
we go
Grandma's.
down there, and I'm not sure myself right now, but I think we go around the corner.
You do.
They call this the family room here.
Okay.
That if you have a lot of company, you can go take your family there.
Okay.
Mother wasn't the janitor, so that's not. This is her room.
Yes.
This was her room. Does the name show up?
Sure does. Jerry's going to take a videotape of it.
Oh,
Let's see. Would you mind if I close this door for a second? Because we're taking a picture of the plaque that's on the door and the glare of the lights there.
Here, shut the light off in the
Oh,
hallway
here's.
just a minute.
Oh, wait. It might not be this one. It's the hallway. Hold on.
Deb, please take the call on 223.
Can see it.
Can you see it okay? All right. Oh, there we go. No, that's not it. No, Tina, it's the other big one. It's the other, but it's okay.
You can see it if I kind of move
He can
around.
see it, he thinks, if he moves around. She's gonna try and shut
There
up
you can
that
see
way.
it.
Silly, that's.
Were you video cameraing
Yeah.
all the way here?
We're
Don't
doing,
ask me, I don't know anything about them.
tell her what we're doing though, why we're doing this.
That's my mother.
Well, I know that.
Oh, and I want to send these pictures to my sister.
So
And
we're taking videotape and she's
She
talking
will
to her
love
sister.
that.
And hopefully we'll get one in return.
my sister will love it, and
Oh, she will.
she's promised me to get pictures to send to me of her. And we don't, she lives in Indianapolis,
I know it.
and she and I don't get together enough, so we even,
Except for in your dreams, huh?
well, yes, in my dream.
It was so funny the other day. I'm getting Machiko up, and she's just blah 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 blah, and we'll meet, and we'll just come at this time, and I'll call you, and I thought she was awake, so I'm like, Florence. She doesn't say anything, but she keeps talking away, and Machiko goes, she's asleep. She does it all the time. I go, but she's having like a full length, makes sense conversation, you know?
Come in here,
I
Lynn.
said I was so embarrassed.
And then she goes, well, she goes, I know you can't be lying because I was really dreaming that. Just when you woke me up.
This is Tina, one of the aides, who kind of used to take care of Aunt Florence, but now she's
Well,
just
no, actually, I've been on this set. I just got pulled off yesterday I was on about 2 weeks.
with her.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Huh.
Okay.
You gotta been putting up with me for about 2 weeks, huh?
She's our favorite. I have to say that.
The day she came in, I admitted her. The day she came
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, it's
You can come
in. So
through.
you've been stuck with me ever since, haven't you?
well, you've been stuck with me too, so
I'll take you.
you gotta listen to me talking in my sleep and everything.
That was so funny, though. But I'm like, so where were you going to go to lunch? We were just getting to that.
Cindy Caddock, please call 215. Cindy, 215.
Oh, yes, we do.
Does this door open up?
No, it's cold. It's out. That goes outside. You don't want to go out there. It's too cold.
Oh, what's the temperature?
About
40?
40 something.
Wow,
But the winds are about 40 something.
80.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're just doing a tour, and she's having a conversation with Aunt Margaret.
Ever
That's
since
good.
then, I've been so careful of what I've said.
That's probably good. That's very good.
You don't want your sister to think you're naughty.
No, that's it. She's my older sister, and she.
And
she
how old
really
is
come
she
down
if you're
on
going to
me.
be 90?
She's only 1 year older.
Oh, just
You're
1 year.
80. You're 88.
Oh, 88?
I mean,
I thought you were
She's going to be
89.
90.
Oh,
Yeah, she's going to be 90 in May.
If I've got my calculations right, I think that's it. I think that's it. So maybe let's head back to the room, and then if you want to talk for a few more minutes, then you can. All right? Okay, we're going back to the room.
Jerry, you're just
gonna
wonderful,
stop just like
Jerry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, Florence, good luck, and I hope your sister sends a video back. I would like to see it if she does.
All right, I'll remember that.
Well, but she might talk about private things.
I'll just go blah, 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 blah at those things.
Yeah.
I'll probably see you tomorrow.
All right, then, I'll see you. Goodbye for now.
Hey, Linda.
You're back from Florida, huh?
Yeah.
Have a good time?
Yep. Wonderful.
Good.
What are you doing out here? Having a garage sale?
No, bingo dollars.
Oh, bingo dollars. Why don't you need to play bingo?
Oh, I got more important things to do.
Oh, okay. But look at all the goodies they have. You must be able to win them. Okay. Yeah, see, you could win all kinds of things if you play bingo.
With my luck, I'd be the one that would lose every game.
Oh, no, that's pessimistic. You have to think positive. Yeah, you can only win in bingo.
Oh, well.
There's no losers.
Yeah, but how about all those people sitting out there?
Whenever you
There
have time.
must be some losers there.
No, Yeah, they look like they have an awful lot of prizes. I think probably.
Everybody takes turns winning. That's
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. You have to concentrate though on whether you got that number that they're calling out.
You can do that.
Well, I can try,
Yeah.
but I get a little tired. I played bingo so many times when I was a kid. To me, it seems like it's kids' games.
There, wave to Mr. Wickham.
Where is he? Oh,
Hi, sweetie. Are
hi,
you through with your taping?
hi.
We're getting there. We're gonna go back to the room and talk a little bit more, and then we'll be all done.
Audio or video?
You just
Both.
come anytime you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I could be on the tape then, right?
Well,
You
if
are right now.
You are right now.
Oh, I am right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
you can't get away from it when you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, we won't interrupt your visit.
Okay.
You keep visiting.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
That man that he's talking to was a real nice man. He's
Is he your boyfriend?
yeah. He asked me to marry him one time.
Telling
Of
Margaret
course he
that's
was.
the guy she was
course he
referring to
wasn't.
earlier.
You know what, Aunt Margaret? That Clifford Wickham is the man that Aunt Florence was referring to earlier as being the shirt tail relative, and
Yeah.
so now that's who we just videotaped.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just so.
Here to videotape you all the time.
I might want to. Well, I might want to buy myself a house so I can live in it and move.
I think this is your house right now. I think this is going to be your house for a little while longer.
Yeah, one of the girls yesterday showed me a picture of the house, our house on Clay Street there that I had. She had a book with all homes that have been built.
The McHenry County book.
Yes, the
have
McKinney
that book.
County book.
Yeah, we both have it. I got.
Have you?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas.
With all the old homes.
Yes.
And our house, my house was in it. At least I thought it was my house.
No, I don't think so.
Well, she showed me one that she thought it was too.
No, yours wasn't in it, but there's some just like it.
Yeah, and hers, the one that this woman that was showing me the pictures had, it was her house,
Right.
one of her houses. I mean, one of the houses was her house.
Who was it? Do you know? Remember the name?
But she lived on where they have that place where they sell flowers, where they grow flowers.
Oh, the
and
pump
sell-
house?
Pump house, yeah.
That's Mary Ellen Murundi.
Well, now it is, but this one was before they bought the house.
Okay.
The one that she showed me that they lived in.
Yeah, that one was in there. I saw that.
And she showed me pictures of the inside of the house and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that they were going to get one of mine, even if they didn't have it yet. They were going to put mine in the one we own, you know.
Well, that'll be nice.
Yes, it will. I'd like to get the book. I told her I wanted to get the book, and she told me where they sold them somewhere on some bookshop. I think she said on Riverside Drive or somewhere.
Oh, they have them all over in all the bookstores.
Well,
There's
I
a new
suppose-
bookstore on the square, and it's in there. And then they've got them at a bookstore in McHenry and
Oh.
Crystal Lake. They're all over.
Well, if I I'll never get there, but I hope someday I'll. We're talking about a McHenry County book that showed all the old. I'm talking to Margaret now because
Yes.
we were talking. We weren't this. We weren't.
She
gonna-
she heard everything we talked about before. She
Oh.
heard all that discussion.
Poor Jerry. He's good.
He's just got the camera running, which is good.
Oh, isn't that wonderful that Jerry's listening to everything we say, and I wanted him to hear. I wasn't saying anything I didn't want him to hear or anything. Jerry's a wonderful man. You'll have to. Why don't you come and visit us? Surely, Kathy will come drive up this summer sometime, won't she?
Well, it's difficult as it is for you to go down to see her because of the being in the wheelchair and everything. It's just as difficult for Aunt Margaret to come up here. It's a long ride to be sitting in a car and would be very hard. That's why we're doing this. Why am I on this?
Well,
'cause she wants
you're
to see
talking
you.
sense anyway. Margaret's talking
You're
sense.
talking.
Oh, well, I'll stop.
No, that's all right, Margaret, isn't it? You want to hear from all of us, don't you? I think it's a miracle that we can do this.
Can you see?
Yes,
Yourself
I
in
can
there?
see.
She's watching herself.
Here I am. Hello.
As you can see, Florence is doing very well. She's
But
well taken
if
care of.
that's me, is that me in the corner there?
Where? No, that's your
well,
bookshelf that's behind you.
what do
Over
I-
here? Over here?
Why, I don't look like that, though.
Yeah, guess what? You sure do. Have you looked in a mirror lately?
Well, I'm sitting in a wheelchair.
That's right. But he's taking you from here on up.
Oh,
He's just taking you from, like, your waist on up.
oh, all right.
See? But if he backed up, if we backed you up, then she could see you
Well, that's just,
in the entire wheelchair.
Well, Margaret doesn't really have to see me that much,
There.
I'm sure.
Well, she doesn't want to see the wheelchair. She wants to see you. See? Now
If
can
I
you see
waved
yourself?
Now, would she see me?
Yeah, she can see you in the whole
Margaret?
wheelchair. Yeah.
Hi, Margaret. Hi, Maggie. We used to call her Maggie, so.
I never knew that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's seeing you
Or
in the
just
entire
Mag.
wheelchair.
Margaret, didn't we used to just call you Mag? Yes, we did. We called her Mag all the time. Hello, Mag.
There, I'll move you closer again. I can't see because Jerry's got it tilted. There we go. You're back.
Oh, there now. See, you can see me. I can see me in my white jacket and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's no wonder the girls. One of the girls this morning told me I looked like an angel.
And look at how pretty her nails are. She just had her nails done last week because they weren't done the week before. Didn't you
Well,
have them
I
done
guess-
last week? Yeah.
I guess it was last week.
There we go.
And
There. Beautiful.
and
Can you see the
Margaret-
picture of your hands with the
Yes,
nails
I
on?
can see it, Margaret. This ring, Margaret, was our mother's. She gave it to me before she died. See it? Yep. And I can get it off if I want to. I mean, it's not.
It has some initials in it, but they're so worn we
That's
can't
what
tell.
you said one time, and I couldn't. I tried to
can't-
find the initials, and I
Oh, they're
can't.
really, really faded.
You
I mean,
couldn't
we
even
tried.
have-
They tried to put it underneath this magnifying thing that magnifies
Yes.
everything, and even with that, we could not tell what the initials
You
were
couldn't
in
even
it.
know what it was.
No.
See, I can take it off quite easy and put it on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather wear it on this finger, but it would slide right off of this one. Because my knuckle must be smaller on this one, because it would slide right off.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it
No.
under any circumstances,
No.
because I'll leave it to Kathy or somebody that might appreciate having grandma's ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't got any daughters myself that would.
That's true.
So, all right, now, there we are again. I mean, we're back to, oh, is that me again? Sure enough, it is. I have to fix myself to see if I look all right.
You do. Hopefully, she looks as good as you do. I'm sure she does.
Well, she's a year older, but I'm sure she looks younger, because her hair is still dark. Isn't it, Margaret? Is your hair still dark?
You'll find out when she sends the videotape back.
Oh, yes. I hope your hair is still dark. I'm very tired of hearing these fuzzy white heads.
Well, you got one yourself.
It's not fuzzy like.
Oh,
like-
no, no.
I'm talking about the real fuzzy, just a
Oh.
lump of fuzz.
Well, yours is very nicely done. Very nicely coiffured.
Well, I don't know why I slept on it last night and the night before and the night before that.
But you can still see the curls. Is tomorrow get your hair done day?
What is tomorrow?
Thursday.
Thursday. No, Monday is.
Oh, they changed it because they changed beauticians. So she does it on Monday.
Yes.
Okay, good.
She did it on Monday morning.
I was worried that your hair would be a mess today because it's Wednesday and I thought they did it on Thursday. So, and we didn't want you messy for the camera. Heaven's sakes.
Oh, I'm just. I feel terrible if you thought my hair was a mess.
No, it looks very nice today.
How do you like my plant? It's still growing and it's been there for about 2 weeks now. It's
Yeah, it
been
looks
there.
pretty sad, but it's starting to get some new shoots on it, I think.
I'd rather throw it away than to have it. But
Yeah, but look at, do you see there's a new shoot here and new shoots coming out all over the
Yeah.
place, so it's still surviving.
I'd like it if they take it and plant it outside.
I don't know if it would survive outside.
Well, not until it's warmer. Not until it's going to stay warmer. I mean, in spring.
Well, they'll probably be planting a lot of new things over at the new building,
Yes. This one, you know Laura
Monahan.
Monahan. She gave it to me. The
Mm-hmm,
plant.
mm-hmm.
She came at 7 o'clock one night and I was in bed. And
Doesn't she know better?
well, ordinarily people don't go to bed at 9 o'clock, do they? I mean, 7 o'clock.
Well,
do they?
it's a little early. It's a little early.
Yeah, and Father Chris came one night at 7 o'clock and found me in bed too.
Oh dear.
And he said, he told Laura went and told him that I was in bed when she got there, and he said, well, don't worry, I ran into that one time too. Oh,
These people need to visit you a little earlier in the day,
well, that's what I've
right?
told him so far every time.
Yeah.
In that case. Oh yes, I love visitors to come, but I certainly don't need them while I'm in bed.
No, that's true.
I
That's
feel
true.
so helpless
That's
to
true.
entertain them. Of course, she had a reason, I guess. Her little daughter, who's about 12, I think now, or 10 or 11 or something like that. And she was at a basketball tournament, some kind of a tournament at volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
and they had gone to her the program, and then they came here after that
On their way home.
on their way home.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so, but anyhow, it's really kind of awkward to have somebody come and visit you when you're in bed,
True. True.
especially when it's only 7 o'clock. I mean, it'd be different if it was real late and they were coming. Then it'd be their fault for coming that late.
Now you have your hands in front of your face, so she can't see your face.
Oh,
But anyway,
Well.
they get you up pretty early though, so by 7 o'clock at night you're probably tired.
I'm always ready to go to bed. I'm not so much ready to go to bed, but when I get there, I'm real happy to be there. It feels so good to fall down in bed and stay there.
I think we all feel that way. We all like to go to bed. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Looking at yourself?
Aren't I supposed to look at myself?
Sure. Sure. Why don't you give some final words to Aunt Margaret, and then we'll shut the camera off because we don't want to go on too long, or she might turn it off. You know,
Oh.
get tired of it.
Oh.
Not really. Not really.
Oh.
But say some words, and then we'll do another video sometime, and you can tell her more things.
All right.
All right. We'll wait for hers, and then you'll have things probably to answer back to her. She'll probably ask you some questions too.
Well, my final words are, it's been just wonderful to think of talking to you, and I hope that, well, I'm fine, I'm just so healthy, and I'm well and everything, and I you don't have to worry about me, and I won't worry about you, because I'm going to hear and see you one of these times when they get some video made. So, and I don't know, I just can't collect my thoughts because it's been so wonderful and so unexpected that I'd ever be able to sit here and talk to you and everything like this. It's just been Why am I? It just it seems like I'm looking in the wrong direction all the time. But I guess I'm all right.
Yeah.
What have I got here that she's looking at, or that I'm looking at?
You're looking at your blue dress and the
it's-
rosary around your neck
Oh, it's my blue dress. Yes, that I have on.
with the white lace collar,
Yes.
and then your white jacket.
I hope I look all right. Like one of the girls told me I look like an angel in this white jacket. And I told her, well, I hope I know enough to act like one too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, and I hope I look like an angel to you. I'm your little sister, you know. You're my big sister. So it's been wonderful to talk to you.
Okay. We'll talk to you again soon.
And while you were
Right?
gone for a walk, it seemed like I just chattered all the time. I had so many things I could say
Good.
that I probably wasn't proud of the way I'm saying it all. So that I was glad that I could jabber away while you were gone.
Well, we'll do that again so that when we can walk out of the room and you can just say whatever you want to say.
Well, when you think back, there are things that I did talk about a little bit that I probably wouldn't really need anyone else to listen to,
Mm-hmm.
because it's sort of brought up a few old times that I wouldn't say that I'm ashamed of, but I mean that just weren't funny or weren't interesting to anybody else or something.
Well, in the meantime, you can think of all kinds of other things, other things that you might want to share next time. Now, having done it once, you kind of know what we're doing.
I referred to a lot of different things that were in her last letter, so that
Good.
so that I could answer that, and because I didn't answer that last letter yet, and I
thought you told her that you answered the letter and you were waiting for one back.
Not this time. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll send her this. This will be even better than a letter, but you can still write.
Yeah,
You've got your notepad there ready to go.
it's ready to go.
Bye,
Right
Margaret.
there. And yes.
Say goodbye. You say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye,
now.
Margaret. We'll see you on the next video.
Goodbye. It's been so wonderful to see you. It's just terribly exciting. I can even see you. I think it looks like I can see glasses on me,
Yeah.
and you must think I look different in glasses.
Take them off for a second.
because I never wore them when I was.
There you go.
I don't think I ever wore glasses before I got to here, so you probably never saw me in glasses, and I'm not so bad.
All right, we're gonna go.
Oh, it's been wonderful.
See you later.
It'll be so interesting if she writes and tells me what this is, how this has been, what
She
it's
will.
been like.
She will. So
I
say goodbye.
Goodbye now. Goodbye, and thank you so much for listening to me with my talk. And it's been wonderful to have Jerry and Janet here to talk to me and talk to you and everything.